So there is a mantra in Veda when a class starts. This mantra is chanted together by this disciple and guru. So teacher and student, they both together chant this mantra. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahavidyam Karavavahai Tejasvinau Adhitamastu Ma Vidyushapahai. You want to write down? Sahana Vavatu Sahana Vavatu. Maybe I think it is at the end of somewhere I was. Okay, Sahana Vavatu.
What does that mean?
I will tell you. Once it is written, I will tell you the meaning. Sahana Vavatu. Sahana Vavatu. Page number? 240. Okay, 240. Two hundred? 40. Okay. Let me see. Ah, that's it. Sahana Bhavatu. The end of the text. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahavidyam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidyushapahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Its meaning is, may God protect us both, the teacher and the student. May God nourish and be pleased with us both. May we work together with energy and vigor. May our study be enlightening and brilliant. May we not hate each other. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this is the prayer is available in one of the Veda. The Veda is divided into four. At the beginning there was only one Veda, and later by a saint called Vyasa divided this Veda into four. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. And each Veda starts with a prayer. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda. These are the four Vedas. These Vedas, what is the content of Veda? Veda says the reality of the world, how one should live, and for what one should live, and what is the reality of a person, and the reality of existence of God. All those things. What are the things we need for this life, for a better life, for the continuation of our emotionally healthy life, what are the things needed? Veda gives all those things. First Veda says that if you want to gain something, work for it. Everybody knows it, right? We all know that we have to work for it. Unless we work for it, we don't get anything. So, primarily, work is our tool to gain something. And then, what type of work we have to do? And is there any external help we may get for doing the work and getting benefit? Here says that the physical world is limited and we have to get the benefit from deities, devas, which is not known to us directly. So that deities, a particular word is used, deities, deva. That is the word there, deva. Deva in general is like forces. It is like the capacity we have with our body. The same way, the entire universe is having certain capacities, and these capacities are related directly to devas, deities. For example, we hear sound. We hear sound means it is our capability of the ear to hear sound. And to hear sound, what we need? Of course, ears we need and the sound we need. Then, what is the connection between the ear and the sound? So we say that it is the law of nature. But that's what we say. You know, there is a law of nature. If the ear is perfect, means no defect there, and there is a sound, when they come together, the closeness, proximity is there, then the sound enters into the ear and the person hears. What he hears depends upon something else. That is totally different thing. That depends upon his mind. His mind may be absent there. He may be thinking something else. And then suppose we call the person and he says, "Oh, I didn't hear you." So the mind is also involved. Now the question is, what makes the sound to exist? What makes the ears to perceive sound? What makes the mind to recognize sound? What makes the person to understand sound? See, the many steps. First, the sound has to be illumined. Means the existence of the sound should be revealed. Who will be able to hear sound? He is the person who reveals the existence of the sound. Unless someone is there to reveal the existence of a thing, the thing does not exist for that person at all. So suppose we say that the world is. How do you know that world is? Always we say that it is my experience. I experience this world through my eyes, through my ears, through my skin touch, through my tongue taste, and through my nose smell. So in this way, 5 ways of experience we have: seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, tasting. Tell me a 6th one. Do we have? No, there is no. Only 5 sense organs we have, and there are 5 objects of sense organs. So anything you see, that's all the objects of your eyes. Anything you hear, object of your ears. Anything is you can feel, touch, cold or heat. or hot means hot coffee. When you touch, you feel that the heat. So there is this way. There are 5 sense organs with a person, and 5 organs, five objects are outside. This is the world you perceive. There is nothing else. This is the world we have. So imagine something which does not come under in this group. Anything you say, if it is seen, then it is the object of your eyes. If there is a sound, any type of sound, that does not mean that your eyes are alone perceives things. But all these living beings, see, some sounds we may not hear, but other living beings hear. They hear. So, for example, dogs hear much more sounds than we hear. And things we see are limited, but some eagles or some other birds or some animals see more, and smell also. So all living beings, when we say we does not limit to a group of human being, but we means the individual, that is all living beings. So when all living beings perceive this world exists. If there is no living being to perceive this world, whether the world exists or not is under question. We can say, if there is no one to perceive this world, the world does not exist. Exist for whom? That's the question. Only for the perceiver, world exists. So therefore we can say the world exists for me. If I perceive the world exists for me. If you perceive the world exists for you. So it is you versus the world. It's nothing else. It's not we versus the world. It is I and the world. You and the world. He and the world. She and the world. So one side you, the other side the entire world. Whoever comes there, whether it's a person or an animal or a plant or a star or a moon or whatever it is, it's all in one category. The other category is just you. I am the perceiver and the perceived. Any sound anyone makes, I am the hearer and the heard, the sound, the entire sound. The world of sound is just other than me. So, then who gives existence to this world? That's the question. Suppose I am not there. Who says there is world for me? If I am not there, there is no world. How can you say that? If suppose another person is there, yes, he is. If he is there, world is there for him. But he is there is known to me. Again, I have to be there as a witness for that person also. I have to be there witness for this world also. I have to be here as a witness for the sound also. So anything you say, anything you bring, existence of the world depends upon the perceiver, the knower, I, the individual. Oh, that was too much. Yeah, it is true. Then 5 sense organs we have and 5 objects of sense organs also. That's called world. World is, we can bring the entire world, the unknown world and the known world, bring everything together into this 5 group of elements. They are the fundamental 5 elements. 5 elements means these 5 are the objects of 5 sense organs. Light, eyes. When there is light, you see the shapes. So all shapes, all colors depends upon only one thing, that is light. If there is light, you see marvelous colors, beautiful. You can say beautiful and not beautiful, everything. And the seen word is nothing but shades and colors and shades and colors, various colors. It all depends upon only one thing, that is light. Remove light, where is the color? Where is the shape? You will not see anything at all. There is no light, you don't see anything at all. Even your own eyes, you don't feel or you don't experience the existence of your own eyes if there is no light. Proudly we say that I have eyes. How do you know that you have eyes? Because I see you. See you means you see things because of light. If there is darkness, whether I sit in front of you or another person sit in front of you does not make any difference. You don't see anything at all. If there is darkness, where your eyes are useless there. If light is there, eyes are useful. If there is no light, eyes are not useful at all. So the existence of the eye is revealed by the presence of light. First we studied that the existence of the light revealed by the eyes. Now we study that the existence of the eye is known to me because of the presence of light. See these two things. Can you see it? Existence of the light because of my eyes. Existence of my eyes means I have to say that I see it. Then only eyes are working. That's why every time you go to your doctor, then even though he uses all kinds of equipments, finally he asks you, are you able to see it? Do you see it? If you say no, then all of his equipments are useless. Finally, you have to say, yes, I am able to see it. I see it. That's the confirmation he needs. And as long as you don't give that confirmation, it is not possible. So, eyes exists because of the light exists because of the eye. That means it exists together. Both of them comes together, exist together, and when one goes, the other also goes. Goes means it that much. It is not in our experience. That's all. The equipment is there, but it is not functioning. Same way, we have 5 sense organs. So remove the 5 sense organs, then we are nothing but just a nobody with a mass. That's it. If we don't see anything, if we don't hear anything, if we are not able to touch anything, if we don't smell anything and taste anything, then who we are? Nothing. We are nothing. We are nobody. For example, our own photo shows to us, are you this person? We are not able to see it, means no, we cannot. And to answer that, we have to hear that sound. No, there is no sound. Then someone has to touch. and then there is no touch also. So if we come to know that our own existence depends upon these five sense organs. This is our limitation. Who taught you these things? Veda says. This is the information we get from Veda. Therefore, we pray to the existing forces of this world for the health of the body and sense organs. So there is a prayer in one of the Veda. Bhadram karnebhi shrunuyama devaha Bhadram pashyemakshabhiryajatraha Stirairangaistuštuvagam sastanubhihi Vyashema devahitam yadayuhu. Meaning, O God, may we always hear with our ears, always what is auspicious. May God bring auspicious things, sounds to our ears. O Deva, may we with our eyes see always what is auspicious. O God, please bring what is auspicious for me to see. Stirehi Angaihi, may we live with an energetic, lively life. And we may be able to complete our lifespan with your blessings. So now we seek the blessings of the Almighty and all Devas. O Lord Indra, who is the Lord of all Devas, bless us. And also Sun, who is all knower, bless us. Sun means the Lord's Son. So this is how a prayer is. These kinds of prayers are there to show that an individual is not just a helpless person, but there is adequate support is there for a person just to seek for it. That's it. So we are not helpless. If we want, there is God. There is a number of deities. It is not just one God. It is the God of sound is there. God of sight is there. God of touch is there. So any force is a God. God does not mean that means someone who is sitting there and judging others. It's not a judgmental force. So there is no, it is like a father figure. It's not a father figure. God is just an entity which gives support which supports our life. So because of which we live, that's God. Because of which we hear, that's God. Because of which we smell, that is God. We just remove God from the sound. The hearing will not take place at all. So these kinds of idea is revealed in the Vedas. That's the important point. These kinds of idea means this is just a beginning. Veda is there are thousands of verses, one after another. And as an individual, if I'm just an animal, I have no responsibility at all. I can live the way I want. And in my mind, what is there as an animal? Just just if something comes in my mind, go for it, get it, and finish it. So when I feel tired, sit where I can sit and lie down and sleep. That is just an animal life. But as a human being is a social animal and capable of taking responsibilities and the responsibility towards oneself and others. So more maturity we have to show. So a living being, just being as a living being does not give something greatness. But as a social human, as a social living being, as a responsible person, what I do makes the difference. So knowing the nature and knowing the relationship between various forces and knowing the forces, how it is implied on me and everyone else, that makes me a learned, wise person. So if I am a person who knows the relationship between various things, I am not just an animal. That is the difference between a human being and an animal. Animals do not think and find out the relationship, the connection between various things. But I am just little bit more than animal. Even though basically any living being is an animal. It is only one animal kingdom. Human beings are not different. What they have, that's the same thing we have. What we have, that's the same thing they have. They eat food. Do we eat food? They drink water. Do we drink water? They hear sound. Do we hear sound? They see things. Do we see things? They make social relations. They recognize their own group, their own people, and who is enemy to them. That's what we also do. So what is the difference between them and us? We may say that we speak language and they don't have. They have their own language because language is just for communication only. And we maintain our history. They don't maintain their history. Okay, we do not know they maintain their history or not. But in some stories of elephant says that they maintain the history where their ancestors were buried, and after a long time they come back in. It shows in some geographic channel, I think. Yeah, it shows that. So, in that case, what is the difference between these animals and the human beings? Basically, we have legs, we have ears, we have all other sense organs. Same way, animals also have all these 5 sense organs. Maybe 1 or 2 less, but not more. Maximum 5 sense organs we have. Animals also have 5 sense organs, but the capacity of the sense organs may differ. We may see through 2 eyes, they may be seeing with thousands of eyes, possibly. Or 2 eyes, 3 eyes, 5 eyes. No, just seeing through eyes. That's the one point. We may walk with 2 legs. There are centipedes walk with thousands of legs, crawling. Without legs, snakes. So they have, God removed one sense organ from them, one organs of action from them. So we have some organs of action also. There are 5 organs of action. So what we have 5 sense organs and now 5 organs of action. Walking, we have legs. Hands, 2. Then speech. Speech is also considered organs of action because it can make you think work. Hey, come here. Somebody comes. So that means it can make work. So in that way, and then procreation, and then excreta, all those five together, these are called organs of action. The same thing, all those things, all these organs of action, animals also have. So basically, what I'm telling is that no one is a special thing in this world. Am I not special? You are special to someone, but in this, the whole universe, everyone has a space and everyone has equal importance. No one is special. Whether it is a God in heaven, or a person in hell, or a human being in this world, or an animal, in totality, everyone has a space and everyone has the right to exist. Everyone has the right to live happily. Everyone has the right to live the life which is allotted to them. So no one can take out the freedom of another living being. No one can prevent the movement of another living. So capturing is an animal, therefore cannot be considered as something good thing. Killing an animal, therefore cannot be considered as something good thing. Then you may say that we'll see. Capturing is also we see, and killing also we see, and that's how life continues. Somebody kills someone and they eat. So what I said is there is no right, but people do it. That's why when there is no right, when people do it, it is considered something not good. And what is the law of nature? We don't question the law of nature. This is how the world is. This is how the world does not mean that all in this world is right. It does not say that it is everything in this world is right. This is how the world is. That's what we can say. So according to one's perspectiveness and means perception, one's vision, one's view, we can say that something good or something bad or something yo-yo. Little bit goodness is there, maybe some badness is also there. So the whole thing shows that to be a living being, we don't need to know much. And as a human being, why should I learn the reality of everything? As an animal, without knowing anything, I can live happily. There may be accidental death. I'm ready to face it. If someone may pounce on me and attack and kill me, I'm ready to face it. Just I want to live like an animal. Do you agree that sentence? I am happy just like living as an animal. No. Nobody says that I am different. That is what everybody's mind says. I'm something more greater than you can imagine. That is everybody's mind says. Nobody's mind says that I am equal to another person or inferior to another person. Everybody's mind says that I am greater than you. Even listening, the person says that I am greater than you. Even while talking, the person thinks in his mind, I am greater than you. Every person in this world thinks that the world rotates around him. He is the center of the universe. Is it true? No. Whether it is not true or not, but it is how the world is. Even a small child, 5 years or 10 years, or 10 months, he or she thinks the world moves around him or her. So everyone is for her or him. We also think that everyone should serve me. That means what? That means I considered I am the greatest thing in this world. Everyone is supposed to serve me. But I know the limitation. I know that is not possible. That is why I work for it. I think that I lack something. I lack money. So therefore I want money. I lack physical power. So I want that physical power to overrule others. I want political power so that I can overrule others. I want knowledge so I can beat others. That means I know that even though I am the great and that I alone knows, I want to make the other person know that I am great. Therefore, I start accumulating things. Otherwise, why should you accumulate things? Comfort. Not only comfort, power. Power makes someone comfort. How much you need. How much you need. But the thing you use and the thing you have, maybe you need, for example, you need a handful, but what you have is like a hill. That much money in the account, millions stored there. They never use it, but it is there. A palatial house, 250 rooms. How many rooms you use? All other rooms are for what? It is there, but you feel something great because I have it. I have it more than the other person. That makes the difference. If the other person has something more, oh, I am a little bit down now. So in that way, it shows that every person has an ambition in his mind that he should be greater than anyone else, more powerful than anyone else. So this ambition, does an animal has it? No, that is the difference. They are happy with what they have. They never go anything more than what they need. If they have something, they are happy with that. They don't leave that thing and go for something else. But we are not like that. We accumulate, we preserve, then we accumulate more, we use little bit, and even if without using it, we invest in something to get more. So that is the planning. So planning for a better life. That planning an animal does not have. So that proves that our mind is totally a separate mind, a unique mind than the animals. Everything else is the same, but we have a special mind. That mind is with discriminating knowledge, or the mind which can hold more knowledge than what we can imagine. So knowing capacity, the capacity to know is much more higher than anything else. That is our wealth. That is the wealth of a human being. Now we have wealth. What is that wealth? Our intellect is the wealth. Intellect. So where the knowledge can be accumulated, and where this knowledge can be used, and whether this knowledge is useful or not, which can be parted with others, all those things. So we plan, we execute, and then we imply that knowledge in our action. So animals miss that part. Accumulation knowledge, they miss. Implying that knowledge into action. Already they have the knowledge and action for centuries or for lifespan. They continue to that. But we are not like that, because animals, a wolf, a pack of wolves, they know how to hunt as a group. Exactly. Each one has a position. Even the children were asked to hide, not to get into the chase game. The children will not come out, and the leader will stand in one position, and the others, they have a hierarchy among them. 1, 2, 3 positions are there. Each person, each individual has to stand there. It's all there. The planning is there. But this is exactly in previous generation also they did, exactly before that also they did. From the time immemorial, that is what happening. But we are not like that. So they have knowledge that is limited knowledge. But we have knowledge that the expansion is limitless. We continuously accumulating knowledge, and we transfer this knowledge to the next generation. Again, that generation continuously accumulate knowledge, and then everything transferred to the next. And in between, we analyze what is useful and what is not useful. We throw out which is not needed right now. That is why many things now out of even people's mind, like radio, transistor radio. Nobody has a radio, transistor radio now. No. Maybe 1 or 2 person has it, but it's gone. And torchlight. Previously, we all used to in our backpack, means it contains a torchlight also. They say that carry a torchlight. Now we have it. One mobile is good enough. If you want radio, it is there. If you want anything you want, it is there, except a weapon, except a knife. Everything is there. If the mobile is used as a knife, then you cannot carry on a flight. That's a good thing that it is not used as a knife. So continuously we change. We find usefulness in many things. And what it is called development. So we can see a continuous development in humanity, which is lacking in other animals. That's the difference between we and the animals. So therefore, what is the responsibility of a human being? Am I just to live like an animal with all the knowledge which is transferred from the earlier generation, and live as an enjoyer, use this knowledge to accumulate things, and use the things for for my pleasure, and make all those things after consumption, makes all those things as waste and go away from this world. Is this my life? Is this I should do with my life? Yes, that means there is a responsibility. What should be the responsibility? Which animal is which animal cannot have it? Yes, that means even if I consume, in my consumption, I just cannot things. I cannot make as a person who is an irresponsible person. So I have to show some responsibility towards myself, towards the world, towards other. So towards the entire humanity and the universe. I am a responsible person. What kind of responsibility I should do? Less littering? Yes, that's good. Less consuming? That's not good, right?
Why?
Yeah, then that will be better. Yeah, less consuming. Good. And then less accumulating? Oh, that's not good, right?
Yes,
Clean.
killing.
Killing, less killing. Less killing. Consumption. It is less killing means it is part of consuming only. Because not only the animals, every forest you destroy, there are so many thousands of billions of animals, living beings, including these plants. The thing about 1,000 years back, how much area was covered by the forest here. Now, previously, almost 4/5 of the world was vegetation. Plants were there. Now, that's all gone. So that is what we did to the world. Animals. There are thousands of varieties of animals. Human beings is just one single. None of them did this much damage to the world.
Cats.
Huh?
Cats.
Cats.
They are killing all the birds, which is not good. So the animals, in
But-
a certain way, it's also not in the balance.
But the number of cats are limited. It is,
Increasing?
yeah, it is number of birds are compared to number of birds and their capability of flying, and the cats cannot fly. So there is a game. That kind of arrangement is there. But we, the one who shoots the birds, we kill with the big cat also, not the small cat, but the big cat. We shoot the big cat and we shoot the bird also. So that is what we human beings do. So what we are doing right now is an irresponsible way of living. That's the conclusion. As a consumer, it's not a provider. So a responsible person means he should live as a provider, not as a consumer. Less consumer, more provider. It is like a father protecting his family. We should be able to know the reality of the world, know the future of the world, and think a way of protecting the world. If we cannot do anything physically, then with a prayer, we should protect the world. we pray for the protection of the world. Is it possible? No? Yeah, we should pray. If we cannot protect the world, at least we should pray to protect the world. We should work for it to protect the world, but we know our limitation, and then additionally we seek the help of God to give strength for the continuity, for our way of protecting the world, something like that. So that's why prayer is meant for protecting others, protecting the world. Therefore, a prayer stands for not just for one's own sake, but for others' sake. So, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let all living beings be happy. That's the prayer. Let everyone be happy. It's not just me. Because if others are unhappy, how can I be happy? For sometimes I may happy, but the more I am mature, it shows the different levels of maturity. The more I am mature, the more I am able to know the pain of others. The less I am mature, I don't listen to others' needs, others' cry. So that's why a mature person is able to know the reality of his living and others' living and the reality of the world, and then he should be able to do something for others and pray for others. And also, he should pray for the completion of the study. So it is now we understand that it is my quality or my strength that is not good enough for me to complete my pursuit. I need the blessings of God. I need the blessings of unknown forces. I need blessings of all living beings, because each and everything it comes to destroy my peace, my peaceful mind. Even a mosquito, it destroys my tranquility. So I need protection. That protection, I cannot start beating every mosquito in this world, but I need a protection from God, and the God has to, and the reality that whatever the force is there, that should protect me. That's why the prayer comes. The prayer is a weapon for us to protect from our enemies. So here, when we start a class, we also do a prayer. At the end of the prayer, you see that 3 Shantis, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Have you heard this? Yeah. These three Shanti stands for it. The obstacles, the difficulties, the distractions all comes from 3 fields. One is my own body makes me suffer. We do not know exactly what are the things happening in the body. So the difficulties arises from my body should be eliminated. Maybe stomach problem, heart problem, kidney problem, All kinds of problems are possible. Or mental agitation is also possible. So suddenly, all of a sudden, I thought that, it's all, I don't need it. So one chemical reaction is good enough to think that everyone is an enemy to me. Just a chemical reaction. That's all. That's all what we need. It means a hormone change. You say it hormone change. A hormone change, or you see some drugs. It makes the difference. That's what it is, that chemical. So a little bit more chemical in the brain means everything is different. Then you say the other person is wrong, or someone did something very bad at the age of 10. All those stories will come out. Otherwise, there is no problem at all. So these kinds of things are there. This, we have to take care of that. By ourselves is not possible. Therefore, we pray to God, please take care of that part. That is meant for one Shanti. Om Shanti. And now the another one is the difficulties, the troubles we get from the external world. There are just like mosquitoes, creatures, snakes, frogs, what else? And some people, and some lightning, rain, sun. We do not know which disturbs us, that's all. One Shanti is meant for that. Let there be peace from that area. Om Shanti. And then the third Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Third Shanti. Third Shanti is from Devas. Deva means Deva. Deva means deities. God. Unknown forces, other than related to our body, other than related to the world. If there is unknown forces, illumining forces, sustaining forces, providing forces, all those forces, let those forces may not go against me. They let them support me. That means their blessing is needed. So one Shanti is meant for that. In that way, we just expand our mind into just not limit to ourselves, but to the world, to the unknown world and forces. So that way, we become a one universal person. Previously, we live in universe, but now we live relating to this universe. It's a big family. We found that I am part of a big family. Someone is there to take care of me. And that person means that force is not right now not looking after me. Then I can call. I can seek help. Hey, please, look at me. I'm in trouble. So there is an entity. That's a belief. That's an understanding also. It gives peace. So that is why these three Shanti, Om, peace, peace, peace. That is what it is written in your text. Om, peace, peace, peace. Om, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So now we complete with a prayer which together student and teacher prays. Om Sahana Vavatu. Om Sahana Vavatu. Sahanau Bhunaktu. Sahanau bhunaktu. Sahanau bhunaktu. Sahaviryam. Sahaviryam. Karavavahai. Karavavahai. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. Tejasvi, tejasvi, tejasvina, tejasvina, tejasvinavadhi, tejasvinavadhi, tejasvinavadhita. Tejasvinavadhitamastu. 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 Ma viddishavahai. Ma viddishavahai. Ma viddishavahai. Ma Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Saha Now Avatu. Om. Om is the name of God. God does not have a name of his own. So a name is given to him, a meaningful name, that is Om. Om means O protector. Here Om meaning is protector. Om, hey protector. Sahanau avatu. Om Sahana avatu. Oh, protect us both. Avatu. Avatu means you protect. Saha now. Now means we both. Together. Please, you may protect us together. Means the student and the teacher. Sahana bhavatu. Sahanau bhunaktu. Bhunaktu means enjoy. Saha means together. Let us enjoy together the fruit of knowledge. May God nourish and be pleased with us both. So here it is, the meaning is, let us enjoy the fruit of knowledge. Sahanau bhunaktu. Saha viryam karavavahai. Saha, together, let us have that energy and vigor. Through the knowledge, whatever the vigor and energy we get, let us have together. Tejasvinau athitamastu. Whatever we study, let it be brilliant, let it be bright. Ma viddushavahai. That is the final. Let there be not enmity between us. So you don't blame me and I don't blame you. That is the end. So there should not be a blame game between teacher and student. So there should not be any complaint. And that is it. So that's Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. So let us conclude here.